Hey guys, going live here. It is the third Saturday of every month. So that means welcome to this month's WTYL program. We are having a web talk for young Lupians. Perhaps you're a parent or a caregiver out there looking for fun ways to engage with your kids or our kids, or maybe you're just looking for fun things to do with your kids. This program is all about our kids, the future leaders, and I'm so pleased to be here with all of you today. Hi, I'm Leslie Viscara-Tierney. I'm the Vice President of Operations and Patient Navigator for the Lupus Foundation of America Greater Ohio Chapter. Like I said, the chapter looks for ways to empower and support young lupus patients. So each month, we post a live talk to work toward this goal, and we want our young Lupians to be encouraged to dream big and reach for their goals. And that simply starts by us talking about it and helping them work on those goals. Just want to make sure I am going live. Yep, we're good. So this Saturday has just been super busy this morning. We hosted our second session of the Navigating Your Pediatric Lupus Journey, and it was an incredible morning. I really am so appreciative of the time that the physicians have been giving all of us to talk with our parents and our young lupus patients about lupus. So last week was the first session, the first week in August was our first session. We met with Dr. Bruner and Dr. Huggins from Cincinnati Children's Hospital, leading physicians there. They are spearheading research. They are spearheading their clinic, their pediatric clinic, and just sharing really great information with us. So what I have coming up here is the videos will be able to be viewed later on, but I just wanted to touch base upon the educational programs that we host for the chapter for everyone out there. This information is so valuable, and this is what the chapter does. We listen to our lupus patients. We want to know what's going on in the community. We listen and we find ways to get you the information. And so the pediatric program came to us because we found out, it was reported to our chapter directly to our office that there is a problem. We have a problem in our pediatric community in the sense that compliancy with medications. Physicians in the infusion clinics are reporting that they're having trouble getting patients to be compliant with their medications. So why is that? How can we help? What can we do? Communicating on the end of pediatric patient communicating with their rheumatologist. Are they feeling good and secure and connecting, building rapport with one another? We got to make sure we're teaching our kids how to speak up and speak directly to the physician so that we can help them best live with a chronic illness. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to teach our kids to be empowered, to dream big, reach for their goals. And today we actually talked to Dr. Buke-Mazel from Metro Health Hospital, and she did a fabulous talk about infection prevention. I can't wait to get that approved to put on our video library to share with all of you. She talked about COVID-19, new vaccinations coming out, new medications coming out. It was really a great program. So I don't know if you guys were on it or jumped in to see what was happening, but it was truly, truly fabulous. Super excited that we were able to have her. A couple things Dr. Buke-Mazel covered. She talked a lot about infection prevention, medications, and really talking with our physicians. She talked about, it was just nice to have a conversation with her and just to see how, we can relate to our physicians and just taking the time to talk. She had a great plan about, if our kids are interested in going to college and how to set that up and transition and how that can be difficult at times, but we need to provide emotional support for one another. So it was really a great program. I can't wait to share that with you. Next week is Dr. Brooks and social worker Beth from the Cleveland Clinic will be joining us. And actually, let me see if I can share my little screen here. So this is the registration page for Navigating the Pediatric Journey. If you want to attend, we still have session. I don't know if you can see my cursor there. No, not really. But the next one is next Saturday, August 27th at 10 a.m. And you can register for each session. I'll have to switch up the registration page, but you can register for session 3 here. And that's where we're going to meet with Dr. Brooks about working with your doctor. And then social worker Beth will be talking about managing lupus. These are really must-see attend events, and then you can register for all 4. Of course, our program is made possible by GSK and Us and Lupus, so we definitely want to thank them for helping sponsor our event here. But the last session, I'm also very excited to talk to get underway, because we will be meeting with Dr. Stacy Ardoin, and she'll be talking about growing up with lupus. And then we'll also be meeting with pharmacist Kelly Wise. She has a really great engaging program called No Blame, No Shame, How to Win the Medicine Game. I'm excited to hear that. I think it's catchy. It's fun, enlightening way to talk about how to be compliant with your medications. Because like I said, it's been reported that it's difficult for patients to keep up on their medications. Well, what can we do to combat that? How can we help? So I'm excited that we have some leading experts from Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus to join us to do this. And I think this is all important information for us to share. We got to get the word out there. We got to encourage our kids, our pediatric lupus population to be encouraged and to dream big. So things I wanted to talk about today is, really things that we talked about in our summit this morning. Identifying and knowing who to reach out to for help. And so I wanted to take a moment and just let you know, the Lupus Foundation of America Greater Ohio chapter is truly here for our lupus patients, our caregivers of lupus patients. We want you to know that we are here to chat with you, and we have patient navigators throughout the entire state to talk with you. And help give you that encouragement. So when we talk about identifying and knowing who to turn to for help, you have the chapter. Of course, it's important to identify help within your healthcare system. Who can you talk with there? It's important for our kids to identify help within the school systems. We talked a lot about some kids might need additional tutoring and things like that. Who do you reach out to know who to go to? Your counselors, your teachers. There are programs put in place that you need to know are resources that are available to you. So you have the chapter, you have patient navigators, you have your doctor's office, you have school counselors and things of that nature. What about personally? So talking toward our young lupus patients, our peds population, do you have someone you look up to? Maybe a brother, a sister, an aunt, an uncle. Mom and dad should always be that sounding board for you to run ideas past and talk to about things. But if you want to identify with other people, who are those people? I'm excited for the last session of Navigating the Pediatric Lupus Journey, because we will have a patient who will talk about the transition from high school to college and how she dealt with having a chronic illness and was able to navigate her first year of college and be successful with all of that, the things that she had to do. And so, again, who do you reach out to? Reach out to the chapter. We have other people for you to talk about. And I think a kind of a famous saying we say in our office, like with support groups, is that you will learn the most from other lupus patients than you will from anywhere. And the reason is patients have been through it. They know what you're going through. They've been through similar situations. Might not have been just what you've gone through, but they've been through something similar. And there's something that you guys can identify with. So we can help you connect with other patients, and we want to do that. Another thing we talked about this morning is our caregivers out there, mom, dad, guardians, out there. Are you taking time for your own self-care? And that was something that Courtney Mitchell from GSK, Us and Lupus really touched base upon, about taking time for yourself and giving yourself emotional support. Who do you turn to? Who do you talk to? So I know our WTYL is all about the kids, but guess what, parents? Guess what, guardians out there? We need you to be just as strong as a lupus patient. So, we do have programs for our caregivers, and we want you to know that we encourage you to be strong along with our pediatric lupus patients. And I want to know, where are you getting your emotional support from? We are actually developing a program with Signature Health. They are a mental health specialist. And we will be offering services for our lupus community to be able to connect with them. And the way the program is going to work is it's a referral that you sign up for if you're interested to receive mental health, and we'll set you up with a contact with Signature Health. And what they will do is work with you to see what pathway you'll be gone through with an evaluation to see what your needs are. And they will be able to find out, like, if you have health insurance or if you're on Medicaid, Medicare, how to cover these services. And if they can't find you any federal subsidies, the chapter will pick up your initial evaluation and assessment, and then also pick up 2 additional mental health services for you. So if mental health is something your insurance does not cover, we want to help you. And so just, we'll be announcing the Signature Health. So please, sign up for our chapter newsletter. You can always visit our website and join the listserv there, so that when the information comes out, you will be the first to know about it. So I just want to know, where are you guys getting your emotional support from? I think it's important for us to know and identify. And again, you learn the most from other patients, other caregivers out there. Share with us if you'd like, so that we can share it with other people. If it's working for you, it can work for others. Another thing we talked about today is having a flare plan. And we could probably do a whole chat one Saturday about just creating a flare plan. And actually, if you go to our website, lupusgreaterohio.org, you'll be able to download that flare plan. Or if you ever connect with a patient navigator, we can email you out a flare plan, and it's questions that you have that you would fill out, answer the questions, and then bring that to your rheumatologist and have the conversation with, what do I do when I'm in a flare? And a question that came up today is, how do physicians ID a lupus flare? Like, how do you know if you're in a flare? And there are tests, there are series of lab works that physicians will run to see and know if you specifically are going through a flare. And then they'll also specifically know if you're in remission. And that's something I want to point out. Remission is goal. It's key. It is goal for every lupus patient. And how do you get there? Well, it's working with your physicians, working with your rheumatologist, taking your medications, making better lifestyle choices to find remission for you. And it is a difficult process to find, but it's possible. Patients can find remission. And so we want to encourage everyone to be the best you could be, and get on proper nutrition, get with other lupus patients and talk to them what has worked for them, so that you can learn. And I wanted to, couple last little things here. I just wanted to make mention, keep out for our videos on demand. I am really excited about the program we did today. Dr. Buchmazel did a really fantastic job about talking about COVID-19 and vaccinations that are important for our peds community. She talked a little bit about the shingles virus and how important it is to get vaccinated against that. And on our website, how can I navigate to it? Let's see. On our website at lupusgreaterohio.org. Now it's not going to let me do it. Let me see. You can go to our website and look for the videos on demand. It's under education and support. So if you ever miss them when they become available, I typed the wrong address here. If they ever come available, we just have to get approval for them. You can always access them under Find Resources. So let's see if I could do this. Yep. So this is our chapter website, lupusgreaterohio.org. Under Find Resources, you can get to our educational programs. And this is where all the past recordings are. So you could see schedule time to meet with me at Inpatient Education. But these are all of our virtual summits that we'll host, all the past Let's Talk About It webinars, some of the formerly known Let's Talk About It series. And these are all our video archives that you can access to check out and check out our videos on demand at a later time. So I encourage you guys to do that as well. And then just to wrap it up here, I want you guys to know that we are here for you. We have patient navigators throughout the whole state that are willing and able to chat with you and talk about resources that our chapter can provide. So I'd love to get you connected with a patient navigator in your area. I am the lead patient navigator for our state, and I work with other professionals to help you get the information that you need, create the flare plans that you need to put in place. And so I encourage you guys to reach out to us. You have a wealth of resources behind you. All you have to do is reach out, pick up the phone, send an email to get connected with us. So with that, I kind of went through a lot of stuff. Join us for our third session, not our last one, next week, Saturday, August 27th at 10 a.m., fumbling over my words, for the third session of the Navigating Your Pediatric Lupus Journey. I think it's going to be another great program with some leading experts from the Cleveland Clinic, and I'm excited to do that. But I think that's a wrap for today. Lots of great stuff going on in our lupus community. The walk is coming up in September here in Cleveland. It will be hybrid. You can join with us virtually, or you can walk with us physically in downtown Cleveland. Again, check out our website for more information on the walk. Well, with that, I want to tell you guys, have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy, get out there, be with your family, and stay safe. And the other thing that the doctors mentioned today is wash your hands, still continue to mask in crowded areas, and pretty much wash your hands is what they're saying to help prevent infections. Simple advice, but it's good advice. All right, well, thank you guys, and I will see you next month for the next WTYL program. Take care.